live.
All right.
Is your phone off wherever it is?
I got it in the office.
Okay. Okie doke.
Are you ready to roll?
I am.
Okay. Good afternoon. It's Robert and Julia Miller with the J. Patel Group and Rethink Real Estate with another exciting, riveting real estate update. Episode number 41. Thrilling. That's right.
Yes, episode 41. Make sure to hit that thumbs up button. That's the like button. And subscribe. That's the red banner. And share with a friend.
We much appreciate it. Thank you.
Helps our channel grow. We grew about 10 subscribers this last month, so we're really happy about
Slowly but surely.
Yeah. Help more people.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Little Pinot Grigio.
It's after lunchtime. It's okay.
That is so good. All right, you got a joke for us today?
I do. A little letter I started this week. Dear life, when I asked if my day could get worse, it was a rhetorical question, not a challenge.
Oh, I have days like that occasionally.
Oh my goodness.
Fortunately, few and far between.
I never look forward to the July-ish, couple months before my birthday.
Why is that?
It seems like that's when nature kicks in and goes, here, you dealt with all that other stuff last year fine. Here's something new.
Are you talking physically?
Yeah, physically. Like my knees. You know, this year it's a little problem with my knees and, you know.
I personally think you're holding up just great, honey.
Oh, thank you.
All right. Went in for a doctor's appointment. He asked me, he says, are you involved in any dangerous sports? And I said, well, sometimes I disagree with my wife.
That could be very dangerous.
That can be a dangerous
very
sport.
dangerous.
Yeah, absolutely.
For sure.
All right. This week in history, 1981, with 750 million TV viewers, Britain's Prince Charles weds Lady Diana.
I think I remember that, and yes, loved Lady Diana.
Yep.
1980,
China becomes the first country with a population of 1 billion. And I remember this was about the time that they started implementing the only one child per family.
Right, that's all you were allowed to have.
Yeah, and they have now reversed that and are they're actually encouraging, because their population has begun to decline, and they are actually encouraging multiple children, and they're getting resistance because people kind of enjoy the no child or one child lifestyle. So we're getting a little pushback about it, which is kind of ironic.
Interesting.
1978, the world's first test tube baby is born July 25th in Oldham, England.
Wow. I wonder where that person is now.
Yeah, really. I don't know. 1956, I thought this was back in 1776, but it was in 1956. In God We Trust is adopted July 30th as the U.S. national motto.
Yeah, it surely was on money by that point.
Wasn't it from the very beginning?
It was on the money.
The Constitution is Bible based, so In God We Trust, I think, or I thought was on money from the very beginning.
I thought so too. Yeah.
At any rate, that's interesting that it wasn't actually officially adopted until 1956.
1956.
1951, Walt Disney's original animated Alice in Wonderland debuts July 28th.
Yes. Love that book and that all of the different versions that I've seen have been really good, I thought. So.
Many a child has worn out their Alice in Wonderland book.
Yep.
And VHS tape, I'm sure.
Tape. Yep.
1866, the Atlantic telegraph cable from North America to Europe is completed July 27th.
Wow. I wonder how long it took.
That's a lot of cable along the bottom of the ocean. That I'm sure it was quite a while.
Decades, probably.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, finally, 1775, the United States Postal Service is established July 26th by
Not Paul Revere.
Yeah.
Benjamin Franklin.
Good job. My little history major. All right, that's your history for this week.
Yep.
Economic news.
A lot of economic news.
Yeah. Unemployment. Amid fears from the Delta variants of the coronavirus, weekly jobless claims surged to 419 for the week ending July 17th, up 368,000.
Okay.
So, continuing claims declined, however, by 29,000 to 3.24 million, a fresh pandemic low. That's according to CNBC.
Like we've talked about, it's going to be interesting to see what happens to those numbers when the, I keep calling it a stimulant, but it's not a stimulant. It's
a stimulus. The bonus unemployment stimulant.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I guess you're right.
I think it is called a bonus.
Yeah, you're right. Ironically, it has been
annoying.
a stimulus not to go back to work.
Yeah.
It's kind of ironic, but okay.
It'll be
anyway,
interesting. Yeah.
Businesses shuttered during the pandemic are coming back at a brisk pace. That's great news. The job placement site called Indeed.
Indeed.com.
Yeah, I see it on advertising on TV all the time.
Right.
Estimates about 9.8 million job openings as of July 16th.
Wow.
So we seem to have this out of balance situation where we have so many people unemployed and we have so many people needing employees. So I don't know if it is a salary wage problem or a skill set, or maybe it's geographic. I don't know what the deal is, that there's such a, we need the jobs filled. I don't know what's going on, so hopefully it gets...
Well, I mean, I think that we have a big population, millennials, that are pretty educated kids coming up, 20-something, 30-somethings, that are pretty educated, and they don't want the waitressing jobs.
Oh, sure,
and they don't want the landscaping jobs.
I mean, they've got
necessarily.
the education to...
Yeah.
Yeah, they could be that. It's just the jobs that are being offered are not...
I don't want to do
at
that.
the level of what the workforce is trained for. I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know. Anyway, I'm sure it'll figure itself out eventually.
I hope.
Okay, housing news.
Okay.
Ongoing home price acceleration fueled competition for condos. Remember the condo?
Okay.
Yeah, typically, historically, the condos do not appreciate anywhere near as fast as a single-family detached home. But with the housing shortage, we're starting to see an uptick. So that's interesting. That's from Redfin. New home purchases declined 3% in June. We've talked about a little bit of a slowdown.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of that is being attributed to high prices for building materials, regulatory cost, and labor shortages have restricted production. That's according to Mortgage News Daily. However, I can't help feeling that there's a little buyer apathy, and we're reaching a tipping point on affordability, and I think that factors in there. Although they don't talk about that, I gotta believe that has part of it.
And I'm sure it's a lot of it. Yeah.
Snapping a 4-month losing skid, existing home sales rose 1.4% in June.
Okay.
Single-family sales were up 19.3% year over year, while, here you go, condo sales gained 56.5%. Supply improved modestly in recent months, so we have seen an uptick in our inventory a little bit.
We did kind of use a condo as kind of our starter home, if you will, when we first moved to Arizona.
Right.
We were selling a house in Illinois and moved into with family until that closed. Once it closed, and we were right in the middle of the housing boom. Basically,
we bought
just starting.
Before it peaked, so it looked like we were getting a pretty good deal on the upswing.
$171,000 for a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, just over 1,000 square foot condo. Not gated, but certainly a private little community with a pool and hot tub.
Yeah, it was great. It worked out fine.
Exercise room. So we were looking, oh great, this is great. We're gonna appreciate really fast, go up to $300,000, have some money in the bank. We went in with an arm.
Yeah, that was a mistake.
That was just
Went in
part
with
of
wrong
the
type of loan,
trifecta
and
that happened on that one.
the
Yeah,
housing market crashed, and
it was what happened.
yep. So, okay.
Regulatory news.
Homeowner relief. The White House last week announced struggling homeowners with mortgages backed by HUD, USDA, and VA will soon be eligible for monthly payment reductions of roughly 25%, bringing them into an alignment with options for homeowners with mortgages backed by Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. That's according to Reuters. You have some additional information on how they intend to get this 25% out of their mortgage cost.
Yeah, the White House released a preliminary plan that would use a combination of existing and new tools such as zero interest second mortgages.
That's the first time I've heard that. That's interesting.
So you owe $30,000, let's say.
Back
your
mortgage.
arrears in $30,000, let's say.
Right.
And they say, okay, well, we'll take that and we'll separate that $30,000 onto a second mortgage, zero interest.
Yep.
So the other option, longer loan terms.
We've talked about the new 40-year mortgage
40-year.
to get mortgage costs, monthly costs down.
Interest rate reductions to help homeowners avoid foreclosure.
Okay,
So-
and that one will need a little more explanation on how they're going to compensate the mortgage provider. That'll be interesting to see. We'll have to get more detail on that.
Yeah. And they're of course going to be working in hand with the CFPB, which is the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau.
Yep.
Of course, and that's going to go a long way to helping the homeowners impacted by the pandemic.
Yeah. Okay,
All right.
just, we've been talking, we're seeing and hearing predictions from the experts that we are going to see a little bit of tapering off and leveling off of the market. We might even see a typical slowdown second half of the year, that Tom Ruff talked about with the stat report last week. And here's another article from Realtor, National Association of Realtors.
Okay.
More potential home buyers may be getting priced out of the housing market as home prices continue to rise. Pending home sales declined in June, another sign that the housing market may be slightly cooling. Contract signings edged down by nearly 2%.
2%.
In June. Buyers are still interested and want to own a home, but record high home prices are causing some to retreat.
Yeah.
Again, we're talking about, we're reaching that tipping point of 25% of your
just
income going towards your mortgage. Once you start getting over that, you get what we call house poor, depending on what your other bills are. And people just not willing to live like that.
Right.
We're going to retreat.
I'm just gonna wait
Where
things
are
out.
the home prices? Well, the West had the highest median existing home price at
These numbers are going to
507.
astound you. Okay, we've talked about that one. But when we compare them like he's going to do, it's...
Yeah, that number is going to go down, or they're predicting it to go down by 10,000 next month. We'll see if that happens to 497.
Okay.
412,800 is the median price for Northeast,
Okay.
and 311,600 in the South.
That's
That's the
interesting.
National Association of Realtors.
Yeah, that's interesting how they vary by region like that much.
Yep.
It's a big amount. The other thing that I had was the eviction ban. We've talked about this a little bit too. And the Biden administration announced yesterday that it would not attempt to unilaterally extend the CDC's national eviction moratorium, and it would allow it to expire on the 31st.
And they shouldn't even be involved in that. I don't know what they have to do, what the CDC has to do with eviction bans.
Exactly what the majority of the U.S. Supreme Court agreed, that the CDC had extended its authority with the ban. Exceeded its authority. So,
all right, that's your housing and regulatory news, financial news for this week. For rates, 30-year 3.038, 15-year 2.306, and your VA is at 2.712. Again, these are enticements. Your actual rate may be much lower than that. So consult your mortgage provider to find out what you qualify for. Inventory, valley-wide, 6,624. That's pretty much what we had last week. Stayed pretty flat.
Yeah.
Both Peoria and Surprise stayed over 200, so 205 and 208 respectively.
Seems like they fell slightly, but hardly any.
Hardly any, just a few.
Hardly any, yeah.
Trilogy at Estancia, a little closer to home. They have 12 homes available. Price range from $487,000 to $1,099,900.
Ah.
Estancia Village dropped off a little bit. We were up to 22 last week. We're down to 15 this week with a price range of $400,000 to $725,000. Blackstone only has 2 homes available, one at $865,000 and one at $975,000.
2 homes.
Yeah. Cortabella has 2 homes available, one priced at $352,000 and one priced at $725,000. Sun City Grand has 24 homes available. The most affordable is priced at $327,000, and the most expensive is $779,000. Finally, Sun City West.
$979,000.
Yes, did I say it wrong?
You said $779,000.
Oh, I'm sorry, I transposed that.
$979,000.
$979,000 is the most expensive home in Sun City Grand.
Yes.
Finally, Sun City West has 35 homes available for sale. The most affordable being $225,000 and the most expensive $650,000. All right, that is your real estate report for this week, everybody.
You know what I like about Sun City West is that they have seen investors, seems like over the last couple of years, investors going in and gutting the homes. It's Del Webb, so you can. It's pretty much the 4 walls.
And the way they build it, they don't have any load-bearing walls, so they can basically gut the whole home if they want. Yeah. Of course, you got to deal with the plumbing.
And things,
But you can definitely create the open great room concept that everybody wants now.
It's beautiful. I love some of the things that we've seen.
Some amazing homes over there.
So,
and the contractors.
Big lots, too. Big lots.
Yes, the lots are much bigger than what you're seeing on new construction right now. So
that's nice.
Yeah.
So if you're active adults and looking for, I mean, they're not huge homes, most of them. I've seen up to like 2,300 square feet, and that's a pretty good size home.
Yeah, you're going to be in the 1,500 to 2,300. Yeah.
So anyway.
Okay.
That's what I like about Sun City West.
Thanks for that little tidbit. All right, everybody have a fantastic weekend and a blessed week, and we will see you again next week.
That's right.
Take care.
See you then.
This is a good Pinot Grigio.
It is.
Really Kirkland, right?
Yeah. No, it's not.
Daggone it. We had some good outtakes. Oops. What are you doing? Dang it. That was, man, I was on it.
You was on it.
I was on my game, and you weren't even recording
I wasn't
my
even
voice.
ready. I'm sorry. Got your face.
You know.
What?
I can't just turn this on and turn this off.
You can.
You know.
You can. You don't think you're that witty and charming, but you are.
Oh my gosh.
All right, where were we?
You were derailing the whole show.
Of course.
What you were doing. And you promised
talking about condos.
Condos. We were talking about condos.
We lived in a condo.